Maurice Hooker versus Blair the Flair Cobbs. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing, and please hit that like button. It helps with the video, it helps with the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, this fight between Hooker and Cobbs is scheduled for 10 rounds in the welterweight division to take place pretty soon in the undercard of the Virgil Ortiz versus Michael McKinson fight, which is taking place over at the Dicas Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, to be shown live here in the United States of America on DAZN. So tune into DAZN if you want to see Maurice Hooker versus Blair Cobbs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did not know this fight was happening until probably an hour ago when I was looking at the schedule. Man, it just goes to show how much I've been slacking lately. So I'd like to apologize for the lack of videos. Yeah, life just got busy, man. It's just hard for me to keep up with the sport like I used to. So I apologize. I'm doing my best though. I'm doing my best. But anyway, they had the weigh-ins and all that, and apparently Hooker failed to make weight. This fight was scheduled to take place at welterweight, and Hooker failed to make weight. He weighed in at 150 compared to Cobbs, who weighed in at 146. So that's a little disappointing on Hooker's end. But anyway, this fight is a fight for whoever wants to stay relevant in the sport of boxing, or at least who still wants to stay in the mix against in decent fights. Because whoever loses this fight is pretty much done. I think whoever's promoting them will pretty much drop them if they end up losing this fight. Hooker, both fighters are coming off a loss. Hooker is coming off a loss against Virgil Ortiz back in March of last year. He hasn't really been that active, did not fight at all in 2020, only fought once last year. Could have fought twice last year, but he only decided to fight once. And this would be his first fight this year. It would be more than a year since he last fought Hooker. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that will affect him inside the ring. And I feel like that's probably the reason why he failed to make weight. It's that lack of activity. Blair the Flair Cobbs, he's coming off his loss against Alexis Rocha back in March of this year. Tough loss from Cobbs. He's kind of been doing a side gig of a commentator on the side with DAZN for some of the undercard fights. I don't know if he's too focused on boxing, or maybe he's decided to be more of a commentator, but it looks like he has at least something to back, to do after if he loses this fight. And honestly, I hope Cobbs win. I hope he wins this fight. I just think he's an exciting fighter inside and outside the ring, whether you like his personality or not. I think he's somewhat good for boxing if he can make it big. Yes, the way he presents himself as an entertainer, I think he can definitely attract people to watch the sport if he can win this fight and keep winning fights. But he doesn't really have the skill set to be a world champion, in my opinion. But he definitely has the skill set to at least beat somebody like Hooker. But Hooker is a skilled fighter. The way I see this fight playing out is if Hooker fights smart and fights from the outside and boxes and move around, he should be able to win by decision. But if he decides to exchange with Cobbs in the middle of the ring within range, I think Cobbs will definitely have a better chance of winning. I'm honestly rooting for Cobbs. I hope he pulls it off, but it won't be easy. I think Hooker will most likely win by decision, close decision win, 6-4. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before. Anything's possible in the sport of boxing. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.